Yeah. Huh? Hey, I'm tryna win. I'm tryna win in the 716 and I'm making it big. I wanna live. I think I'm ready to try.
Welcome back to Let's Talk About It with Ty. Hey, I'm your host, Ty, and so let's talk about it. Last week you kind of see me come back with like a welcome back episode, and now we're going to get back into the swing of things of talking about sports, and, you know, it's prime season right now, so let's first talk about something big that just happened in the basketball world. Derrick Rose retiring. For those of you that haven't really seen Derrick Rose play at his prime, y'all know what he meant to the game during that time. Derrick Rose was the first number 1 overall pick in the 2008 NBA draft. He was the 2009 NBA Rookie of the Year. And also in 2009, he got made All-Rookie First Team. In 2011, he won MVP, making him the youngest player to win it at the age of 22. 2011, he also was selected to be on the NBA First Team, and he is a 3-time NBA All-Star. So, almost flubberbustered. But Derrick Rose really was something special to see if you got to watch him in his prime days. You know, injuries really robbed Derrick Rose of a career that we all got to see, like, at a glimpse. Like, Derrick Rose was explosive. He could play both right and left. He could attack the rim. He could ball handle. He could change his explosiveness up. Like, he could change his speed. Like, he just was really a really good basketball player before the injuries. And like I said, for us fans, like, I feel like we were just robbed of that. Like, and I always talk about this because a lot of people just have this take that, you know, he wasn't even in his prime, and that's the crazy thing too. He really wasn't even in his prime when he got injured. He got injured at 23. So it's like he didn't really even get to have a prime. He had like a couple years. But like in those years, he was just amazing. Like I remember, I always reference back to Kobe, but Kobe was just retiring out of basketball, and I was like trying to figure out like, who's that next guy for me in the NBA? And I would watch like the Chicago Bulls games. Like, you know, they would be on there all the time. And then I just happened to really pay attention to Derrick Rose. And like I said, like watching him change his speed, he, you know, got up in the paint, like ball handle, protect the rim, could shoot from, you know, everything. Just, he was just, and he could leap too. He looked kind of like a little bit like Jordan, not, you know, just got up there a little bit. But he just was like so amazing to watch. Like he was really one of them ones. Like, and anybody like that, you know, is a basketball fan like I am, you know that. Yeah, we've seen it. So, you know, for him to have injured both knees and then have the career, the fight to still try to be on a team, and, you know, he stayed as long as he did. Like, you know, I really do, like, am so, like, happy that he did that for himself. Because I know, like, mentally, like, he probably was going through a rough time trying to think, like, will I ever be able to play basketball again? And it's just, I don't know, it's just, like, this feels like such a bittersweet thing, because I always think about these injuries and, like, how we were robbed of this talent, like, and, like, he just had to learn to play different. Like, it's just really, really sad. And then on top of it, too, like, Derrick Rose might be the only person to have won, like, MVP, and may not even be able to get in the Hall of Fame just because of how his career didn't go the way it could have went if he was healthy. But everybody knows me. When it's time for Derrick Rose talk, I defend Derrick Rose to the T. Like, you know, so I remember somebody was sitting up there saying that Derrick Rose shouldn't have won MVP in 2011. It should have been LeBron. And I defended that like, first of all, Derrick Rose led that team to be the first seed in the East. LeBron was in the Heat, was number 2. And just, they had a remarkable run that year too. So it's really sad that he's retiring, but I'm glad that he's retiring on the terms and that he is satisfied with how his career went. And us fans that got to see him when he was on the Chicago Bulls and, you know, and the city was behind him, we salute you, Derrick Rose. Like, you know, you were an amazing talent. The real ones know how you played. The real ones know how you gave it up on the court. And I can't wait to see what you do post-basketball, because I know you got something special cooking up. Keeping on the basketball theme, let's talk about the WNBA. Actually, I had a little bit of an issue with the WNBA over the past weekend just because of the way their playoff format was. Their regular season ended, I believe it was Friday, and then they had their first playoff game on a Sunday. And that's football Sunday, knowing that we got 10 games at 1 o'clock, maybe 2-3 games at 4, and then you got, you know, your final game at 8. You know, I just feel like, you know, that kind of probably cut into viewership because, you know, everybody's watching the game on Sunday. You know, nobody, not to say nobody wasn't watching the game, but it's just hard to watch both. And I kind of feel like they did a disservice to the girls because, like, the NBA, like, they normally have, like, a week off. Like, just before the show started, I had to look this up because I'm like, let's just see when the NBA, like, regular season ends. I believe it ended like April 13th. And then their first game for the playoffs was like April 20th. So I just feel like we got to figure out a way where the girls are having the same amount of days kind of like to rest, and also just to set it up better for viewership. Because like I said, like, me being a fan of the sport, like, I'm like, damn, like, how the hell am I gonna watch football and basketball at the same time? Because the games is running simultaneously at the same time, and it's like, how is that? Like, you know, and like I said, and some people might favor football over basketball, and I just feel like, you know, you just didn't give the girls like a fighting chance to, you know, have better viewership, even though it was one hell of a first playoff run with the teams. I predicted last show, I kind of gave my early predictions on who would win, and I hit 3 out of the 4. I definitely said that Liberty was going to sweep the Atlanta Dream. I had the Minnesota Lynx beating, they played the Phoenix Mercury. Las Vegas played Seattle, and Indiana Fever played Connecticut Sun. Now, with the 3, I had Liberty, Lynx, and I had the Aces, of course. Yeah, I know how I rave about Asia Wilson. The only one that kind of shocked me was the Connecticut Sun. But again, they didn't really shock me. I just thought The way the people was going behind Caitlin Clark and the fever, that they was gonna pull through and get it done. But Connecticut Sun definitely had a better team, like a better system going, and that was just me wanting to see Caitlin Clark in the next round, just because she's a dog, like, you know. But yeah, it was very much like a good thing. I really only got to watch like the highlights, just because of it running simultaneously to football. But you know, I can't wait for the next round. You get to see Liberty and the Aces again, and then you get to see that young Lynx with the Sun. So I'm excited to see these next rounds. Like, I'm excited to see like the difference between the teams and further going. Even though I do kind of have, I don't know, it's going to be close for me, because my two teams usually in the WNBA, I'm not going to lie to you, is Liberty and the Aces. So to see them play each other again, I don't really know who to choose. Either one, if either one wins, I'm happy. Now, between the Lynx and Connecticut, ooh, that's a tough one, because I feel like both they teams is like young and hungry. Like, they young and hungry, and they got like really good talent, and I just want to see who gonna put up who gonna take it all at this point, just because that's just what I'm kind of waiting to see. Because those are like two young teams. Like I said, the Lynx ain't been there, I think, since Maya was playing. And like Connecticut Suns, I can't really tell you since when the Connecticut Suns was there. But yeah, so I'm just excited to see these two teams match it off, like give me a fight that is really worth it. I believe their next game is this week? No, I think it might be Sunday. It might be Sunday again. Fact checks me, because I really don't know. But moving on, we got to talk about college football, because there's some matchups that you guys need to see, that we need to talk about. One of them being this weekend, Roll Tide is going to roll over them damn dogs. It's Bama versus Georgia, man. And we in Tuscaloosa. We in Tuscaloosa, man. We in Tuscaloosa. Bama, listen. Yeah, I know I'm a Bama fan, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I really want to crack up laughing, because behind camera there's somebody here that's a Georgia dog fan so bad. And he knows that I am a Bama fan, so we literally go toe-to-toe with this. But it's the game tomorrow. It's the showdown tomorrow. This is the fight we want to see. You know, even though I feel like Bama gonna come out on top, but it's gonna be a good fight to see. Just because I'm not gonna lie to you, I am a fan of football, so I cannot not say that Georgia doesn't normally have a good defense. For sure they do. For sure. But I have faith in my team. I had to give y'all something nice. But I have faith in my team. My team been spanking each team lately, and I get it. A lot of people like to say, well, you know, it would be in the fourth quarter. That's when it counts. Okay? We went up 28 last week in the fourth quarter. I don't know what the other team was doing, but I know what my team was doing. I have faith in mine. I have faith in my meal ticket. I have faith in Ryan Williams. I have faith in all them. You know, so I'm kind of excited. And you know what? Depending on who wins that game next week. I mean, not next week, tomorrow. You know, if Bama wins tomorrow, which I'm in favor for, is winning. You know, I might wear the little shirt or something like that, because, you know, it's Bama for me. It's always been Bama for me. And I'm not going to do what I know they had to do with Jalen Waddle last year when Bama lost to Michigan. He had to wear a Michigan shirt. don't get no ideas behind this camera. Don't get no ideas. Because I know how you looking at me. You like, oh, we should make it like that, though. We should make it like that. The winner got to wear the shirt. The loser got to wear the shirt. The loser got to wear the shirt. But I can't do that, guys. I'm roll tide to the end. But other games we need to talk about outside of just that big college game that I think is going to be one hell of a game is, I think, Jesus, I hate when they do your phone do some weird stuff when you're looking at games. But tonight there's a game for Virginia Tech versus the U of Miami. I think that's going to be a good game, just for the simple fact that Miami has been good. They've been 4-0. Another school rivalry that might be real good because they ranked is Oklahoma State and Kansas State. Another good one for me, Louisville and Notre Dame. I want to say the Sooners and Auburn, but Auburn ain't been like it used to be. And it hasn't been there for a while. So, but it's just a SEC school matchup. So I think that's going to be good in a way. Mississippi State and Texas. Texas been balling. So I think that's going to be a good game to see. Another one would be Ohio State and Michigan State, just because they're in the same Big Ten, so they're in the same conference. I think that's going to be a really good game. Another one, Illinois and Penn State. Penn State normally got a good defense, so that's a real good one. And I don't know, maybe Arizona, Utah, Oregon, UCLA. I mean, I think there's some really good matchups this week, but y'all know the matchup really is this is 2023. Did you guys beat us? I don't even remember because it's clean out the slate. I don't even remember. It don't even count at this point. What do we don't. I don't even remember it, so it don't even count. But that's going to be the top of the town is this one because, right now I even want to kind of go banter with a Georgia fan because they eyeing me weird behind this camera. But you are. So, but it's going to be real good. I think the college game is going to be real good. A lot of the quarterbacks definitely too. Dang. Tennessee don't play this week. They on a bye. Dang, they quarterback been balling. But definitely, I think, does Arch Manning start this week? Or is it yours? Is Arch Manning? Okay. I just had to think of, because I'm thinking of, is Ewers going to come back? But that's also something that I thought about, too, is are they going to take him out? Or are they going to keep him in and Ewers just going to have to sit behind? Because that was something I was actually having a conversation with somebody about Texas. And I was thinking to myself, like, is Arch Manning going to go out or they going to play him? Especially because I know Ewers is a senior year, but the way the college scene is now with these NILs and all stuff, it's a business. It's not really about like seniority and stuff like that no more. It's about are we winning ball games? Like, are we winning ball games? And like I said, the people are backing Arch right now just because he is a Manning and he's balling. He's balling. So, I'm actually excited to see what actually goes on further with that team, just because that's kind of like that's going to be a sticky situation, but it's going to be a good situation in the end, hopefully, for both parties. The other thing that actually I want to talk about college football wise was I think it's the Las Vegas team. The quarterback actually decided to redshirt because of them not meeting the terms of his agreement. I guess he wasn't paid the way he was supposed to be paid, and it kind of threw me back because now we are kind of seeing what a lot of people feared or had something negative to say about the whole the kids being paid for their name and their likeness, because now, okay, you didn't get, now you're going to redshirt because you didn't get the money that you were supposed to play for. Like, you get what I'm saying? So now the college scene is more of a business. It's more like a mini NFL type thing. Like, I believe the school end up basically coming to agreement to giving him $100K. But it's just a simple fact that now he can turn his power into being like, okay, I'm not going to play because you ain't pay me. And that's crazy to say, because we've never gotten to say that. We've never seen a player tell somebody, well, oh, I'm not going to play ball because I ain't get paid for it at the college level. So I think it's just crazy. Like, we about to start seeing a lot of players sticking up for themselves in these situations. But I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, just because, hey, that's politics. What I should say is politics. You having a negative view and, like, not pouting and stomping your feet, but, like, in a way that's how they look at it. So now you want to go in the transfer portal. Are teams willing to pick you up now? Because you basically said, well, hey, I'm not going to play if the money's not right. And like I said, I think this is kind of like what a lot of people feared with the NILs and, like, the schools being able to pay. But like I said, I still think the players should be paid. I just think, like, you're going to probably need lawyers now. It's not going to just be no, hey, I got, into such and such. But, oh, you're not paying me, so now I'm not going to play. So, I don't know. I just think this is like it's kind of like a new area for college to maneuver through. But I believe they're going to pay him because they need a quarterback. And I believe that was their best chance at quarterback was him. So, moving forward, let's talk about baseball. Two people in particular, Aaron Judge and Shohai Ohtani. They are on a killer season right now. For real. They both are on the watch for a triple crown. Aaron Judge has 58 home runs, first in the AL. He has 144 RBIs, first in the AL, and ranks third in the AL in AVG. .325. He's about 7 points behind Bobby Witt Jr. Ohtani has 53 home runs, first in the NL, 126 RBIs, first in the NL, and ranks third in the NL and AVG. .305. He's about 7 points behind Luis Reyes. And, like, between them two, it's so crazy because they kind of have, like, the same stats, but it's just they have been phenomenal this season. Like, they've been phenomenal. Like, Aaron Judge has definitely taken over the leadership role, and the Yankees are now the first seed. They clinched the AL East. We October ready. Anybody knows me, I'm a Yankees fan, so. But, and then Ohtani, he's with the Dodgers, and they're now the first, I think they're the first seed in their division, and they're going, straight to the postseason. So just to see them two be in this is just amazing because, like I said, like, they worked hard for this. Shoot, Ohtani just broke a record that no one ever broke in MLB history. He has 400 total bases. He just did 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases, I believe. No one's ever did that in baseball history. So just to see them have these phenomenal seasons that they've been having is just amazing. And if at any point that they said that there could be 2 MVPs, I would pick them too. Like, not even close. What? I didn't think there was 2. No, but that's the crazy part. I always thought it was just one whole general. So, I learned something new every day. Dang. I traded it like basketball. You only get 1 in the whole dang thing, and there was 2. So, but that's crazy. But they would be my picks. They would definitely be my picks. Because they show it's just in their body of work. Like I said, it ain't easy doing 50 home runs in a season. It ain't easy having 100 and something RBIs, and it ain't easy like with having a .3 AVG or average, what I should say. So, like I said, I can't wait to see the postseason with baseball because I just want my Yanks to win another time. Please, especially with this new team, because they've been doing good. They got the momentum. But just in general, like growing up playing baseball, this is like a really good sport in the postseason because you see a lot more competitiveness come out. But yeah, so we've made it to the end of the show. And I kind of want to show you guys. I probably already showed you these sneakers, but I didn't feel like going into my collection to get something new. I just kind of picked these out, but I'm going to show you again. They're my Cherry 12s. Anybody knows me, I actually really love 12s. They're very comfortable. And yeah, I really think I wore these already, but it doesn't matter. You recycle sneakers anyway. But these are very comfortable. Pop of color, red. You know, red is close to pink, and that's one of my favorite colors. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in with me today, and can't wait to see you guys next week for episode 9.